It's time for GMA3. Air traffic controllers sounding the alarm.
This introduces a new risk to aviation. Air traffic controllers are supposed to mitigate risk.
Claiming the government shutdown is putting lives at risk as we enter day 15. The parents of Ellen Greenberg.
It's safe to say you don't accept the ruling of suicide.
Speaking to Juju Chang after the latest twist in their daughter's death, what they want to see happen next. The unexpected viral reunion, a surprise Parks and Rec meetup that has fans ready to book a flight. And an emotional night in the ballroom.
The world needs the Irwin family.
Breaking down the biggest moments.
It was so much fun!
Yes!
And sweetest surprises. With season 33 Mirrorball champ Joey Graziadei, it's time for GMA3.
From ABC News headquarters in New York City, this is GMA3.
All the dances. I watched them on the way in this morning.
Wow.
So good.
Oh, yeah.
Hi, everybody. I am Ginger.
And I'm Whit. Ike is here, dressed to impress as always.
Hey.
He's looking good, my friend. So glad you all can join us on this Wednesday.
That's right. Coming up, you may have seen the ads for commercial blood tests. They're growing in popularity, and some believe that it actually helps them take control of their health. But can they help you improve your health? Becky Worley checked it out for the Science of You.
Oh, I am here for these stories. I love data. Plus, we've got a big announcement from one of the top women's soccer stars, Kristen Press. She spoke with Rhiannon Alley about a big decision that she just made, and that's ahead.
Yep, looking forward to that. But we do begin here with the warning from air traffic controllers on day 15 of the government shutdown. Our transportation correspondent, Gio Benitez, is at LaGuardia Airport. Gio, good afternoon.
Hey there, Whit. Yeah, you know this is already a very fragile air traffic control system across the country. And now air traffic controllers are saying that they're concerned about safety in the air. Take a look at this, because controllers over at Reagan National Airport, they say that this shutdown, which is now entering week 3, puts lives at risk. With the stress of working without a paycheck, some are even considering picking up a second job. One controller told us he doesn't even know how he's going to pay for child care, gas, or even his mortgage. And then there's the whole political battle part of this, right? The Department of Homeland Security rolling out a video for the nation's airports, and it featured DHS Secretary Kristi Noem. You're looking at that right there, and she's blaming Democrats for the gridlock. But major hubs, they're actually refusing to play it, citing the video's blatant political message. And overnight, DHS said that security here at airports all across the country, at airports themselves, that security is under control. But these controllers, they're saying, hey, we're not really worried about security at airports right now. We're worried about security and safety once you're already in flight, guys.
Yeah, that's a big question there. And Gio, with all this going on, what are airport wait times like right now?
You know what's so interesting? TSA workers, they're actually also going without pay right now. They're still working, though, and we checked those times, and right now it's actually looking like pretty short wait times at security lines across the country. In fact, yesterday and the day before, we saw 3 million passengers just about each day traveling, and we saw security lines with just about a 7-minute wait or less than that, and that's just without the pre-check. So it's interesting how it hasn't really affected security lines yet, but we'll see how long the shutdown goes.
All right, Gio Benitez for us. We appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, and we're going to turn now to the search for a missing young woman in Philadelphia. Homicide detectives are now involved in the investigation, and Faith Abube is here with more. Hey, Faith.
And Ike, we have some breaking news in the case. 23-year-old Kata Scott was last seen on October 4th after clocking in for her overnight shift at a Philadelphia nursing home. Police are now saying they have a suspect in custody who's been charged with kidnapping. Authorities say they're looking for a 1999 metallic gold Toyota Camry with a Pennsylvania tag. They still haven't located Scott and are asking for the public's help right now. They believe that car will help them find Scott. Her family growing increasingly anxious with each day, saying Kata had recently told relatives that she was being harassed. Her family, her father particularly, telling ABC News that he and Kata's mom are trying to stay positive.
It's been difficult, extremely difficult. Of course, we both want our daughter home. Remain confident. We keep faith that, she's okay, and she's going to be with us as soon as possible. She's going to be found and safe.
And they're still not calling this a homicide investigation. In fact, they think that they will continue operating as if Scott is still alive. Ginger.
Thank you so much, Faith, and keep us updated. We hope for the best for Kata and her family. Now we go to the tributes for R&B icon D'Angelo, who died yesterday after a battle with pancreatic cancer. He was just 51 years old. Senior national correspondent Steve Osinsami has been all over this. Steve?
Good afternoon to you, Ginger. Pancreatic cancer will kill about 52,000 Americans this year. It is a hard one to catch early. There aren't even recommended screenings for it. And D'Angelo's family says that he had a long fight with this disease. D'Angelo famously made hit records about finding, keeping, and making love. The R&B singer became a reluctant sex symbol in the early 2000s with videos like this one for the song Untitled, How Does It Feel?, which won him the first of his 4 Grammys. He died at age 51 after a quiet battle with pancreatic cancer. In a statement, his family says that the shining star of our family has dimmed his light for us in this life, and that we are eternally grateful for the legacy of extraordinarily moving music he leaves behind. On Rolling Stone's list of the greatest singers of all time, he's number 75. In the mid-90s, he was part of a new movement in urban music called neo-soul, artists who used real instruments and wrote socially conscious lyrics. In this interview with the Red Bull Music Academy, he explains how he never liked that musical label.
I never claimed I do neo-soul. You know, I used to say, when I first came out, I used to always say, I do black music. I make black music.
He much preferred that people focused on the message in his music and not his sex appeal. Michael Eugene Archer, his legal name, was born in Virginia and famously shared his life for a time with soul singer Angie Stone, and the two of them have a son. The tributes this morning are coming in from far and wide. From Oscar winner Jamie Foxx. God put you here for a reason, and we were all lucky enough to see what God had made. To global superstar Beyonce, we thank you for your beautiful music. We will never forget you. Earlier this year, Angie Stone died in a tragic freeway crash. Their son has now lost both of his parents. A few years ago, D'Angelo was asked how he wanted to be remembered, and he said that he wanted to be remembered for making music that touches his people in a special place. Guys.
He will be. Thank you so much, Steve. Really appreciate that. Coming up, we have a look at the rise of commercial lab tests. Becky Worley checked them out to see if they can actually help you improve your health.
All right, back now with our Science of You series. Social media is filled with ads for blood testing services that say they can give you insights for healthier living. Well, Becky Worley took a look and even tried one out. Hey, Becky.
Ike, we're talking about commercial blood testing services that offer more lab tests than you might get at your annual doctor's visit and provide what they say are personalized insights for lifestyle modifications. But can these tests actually help you improve your health?
Hopes and cells of their own.
This morning, the rise of commercial lab tests you order online. One company offering 3 times more insights than a routine physical, and some even saying they can empower you to live 100 healthy years.
Nice, take this for me.
I sign up for Function Health.
Are you ready?
They partner with more than 2,000 labs across the country.
10 vials. Went fast, not too bad.
Like this Quest Diagnostics lab in Oakland, California. 1 blood draw done, and then there's another one that I have to come back for tomorrow. Function offers 160 tests from 2 sets of blood draws and a urine test. It costs $499 for a year's subscription, which includes a clinician's write-up of your results with action items and a follow-up set of labs to check progress. But they aren't the only option. Quest Diagnostics offers a la carte testing from $29 up to $385. LabCorp has their own options from $59 to $239, and startups like Everly Well have a subscription for $34 a month. But Dr. Josh Chima has questions about paying for these tests.
A lot of these tests can be obtained from your regular doctor, actually the majority of them. Often they're covered by medical insurance, especially when they're ordered for a clinical reason and they're supported by evidence-based guidelines.
But online...
So I just got my blood work done and I want to talk about it. My birthday gift to myself. I just want to figure out things in my body. This blood work has given me so much peace of mind.
The tests are growing in popularity.
The phlebotomist told me that I was her 4th person of the day who was doing a private screening panel of tests. And it was 8:07 a.m.
Yeah, I think we're going to see more and more and more of this. People wanting this information, owning this information, wanting to make tweaks and changes based on this information.
Within 24 hours of my tests, I start to get results. A month after my blood work, I get a detailed write-up from a clinician that says I need to watch my cholesterol because I have too many small LDL particles. And that test wasn't offered at my annual doctor's visit, where my doc said not to worry about my cholesterol. But one other result from the function test does have me a little worried. Antibodies out of range, which can be an early indicator of autoimmunity. And while my function dashboard has a downloadable printout of my results that makes it easy to share and discuss the findings with my regular doctor,
We're sort of putting the onus on you to figure that out unless you bring it to your physician to talk about it, and that can just create stress and worry.
I did get some actionable info from the function clinician's note. I need to eat more omegas, increase my fiber, my iron levels were a little low. Okay, I can get to work on that. And listen, I think many of us want more data about our health so that we can be targeted in our lifestyle choices. You want to prioritize what matters, right? But a lot of this information is already available if you have a digital sign-on to your health provider and if you ask your doctor for a routine workup and labs. I loved what you said earlier, Ginger. You love data, and if you love data, this kind of info is really actionable.
I have a physical later this afternoon, and I am going to be bringing this all geared up to play
She's
it
got
for
the
them.
full menu.
I'll be like, hello,
Slide it across
I'd
the
like
desk.
to know if I need more fiber, so thank you, Becky.
Yeah, very useful. Thanks a lot, Becky. Coming up, get ready for McAdams' new movie. She's trapped on a deserted island, but there is a twist. Will Gans has that and more in Pop News.
What?
All right, we are back now with Pop News. Mr. Will Gans doing the honors. What's poppin'?
All right, we begin Pop News with a question. What skill set, and I am asking the three of you, would you bring to a deserted island should we wind up stranded on one together? Whit?
I mean, manual labor? I actually can, like, dig
All right.
holes and things.
Gardening.
Gardening.
Okay.
That'd be
That's
helpful.
useful. And Ike?
Gardening? How about foraging?
Oh.
You have foraging skills?
Yeah, you know, a little this, a little that.
Okay.
I don't know how many mushrooms we're finding out.
Who knows? Maybe we would with a forager. All right. So unfortunately for Rachel McAdams' character Linda in the new movie Send Help, she's stuck on a desert island with her jerk boss, played by Dylan O'Brien. Look at the trailer, you guys.
Have you tried making a distress signal or a bigger fire?
I was busy trying to keep us alive.
But getting us out of here, that should be your focus, not being Susie Homemaker over here.
What did you just say to me?
Let's not forget, I'm your boss. You work for me.
We're not in the office anymore, Bradley. No help is coming. You just have to accept that this is how things are now.
So the movie is being described as a darkly comedic psychological thriller. Send Help hits theaters at the end of January. So now let me ask you three, if you were stranded on a desert island, which co-worker out of everyone we work with would you want to be with you?
Is it starting with me here?
Sure.
I think I would go with the Ginger the scientist.
Yeah.
I feel like
Thank
she
you.
can figure stuff out with the data, plus she says she's good at gardening.
Right?
So there you go.
I have oddly thought about this before. And so the answer is Matt Gutman, because I'm pretty sure he and I could win the Amazing Race together.
That's a great
Right?
Ike?
I'm gonna have to go with Lori Bergamotto. Why? Comparatively, I'm a lot bigger, so more stuff to forage for me to eat.
Oh, you're not going to have to share as much.
Yeah, that's good. Come
Got
on,
it.
now survival.
I would probably bring Dr. Sutton, considering he's an emergency room
that's
doctor.
helpful. Yeah,
that's
that was
a
good.
really smart
I'm not helping you.
Or Tori Johnson, because if she went missing, this entire building and all of America would be looking for Tori.
Good
So that might be my answer. Or the three of you, we'd have a great time.
Thanks.
All right,
Yeah, sure.
Yes. Next, we're getting our first look at Being Eddie, the new documentary about Eddie Murphy. The movie will follow the life and nearly 50-year career of the Oscar-nominated comedian, starting with his rise as a teenage comic to his time on Saturday Night Live and his reign as a box office superstar. Murphy's family and friends, including his brothers Spears, as well as Tracy Morgan, Chris Rock, and more, all set to make appearances, giving fans an inside look at the superstar. Being Eddie premieres November 12th on Netflix.
I can't wait to see that.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Oh, yeah. All right, finally to a Parks and Rec reunion going viral. Yes. Jim O'Hare sharing this selfie with his longtime co-star Nick Offerman, revealing that the duo surprised each other, reuniting unexpectedly on a recent flight. Take a look at how Jim found out that his friend was on the plane.
If you're traveling up to areas like Muncie and your last name is Gergich, first name Jerry, Larry, Barry, or Gary, please behave yourself and travel safely. Thank you for choosing American Airlines.
Jerry, Larry, Gary, whoever you are, all we're missing is Lil Sebastian for that reunion to be complete.
Oh, I love that.
Me too.
I love that.
Yeah, so great. Thanks,
Appreciate
guys.
it. Coming up here, the big announcement from a two-time World Cup winner. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome back to GMA3.
Welcome back to GMA3. On Friday, our 50 States in 50 Weeks tour pulls into Tennessee. We'll see the famous sights and also something special. Our Rachel Scott gets behind the wheel to go off-roading at Windrock Park. There we go.
That is a great one.
Yeah.
Can't wait to see her do that. Also on Friday, Kristen Chenoweth will be here telling us about her new musical with Wicked composer Stephen Schwartz. I am sure that's going to be fantastic.
Oh, yeah. And tomorrow on GMA, former Bachelorette Katie Thurston will be here. Katie went public with her battle with stage 4 breast cancer, telling us about it on GMA. She's coming back to give us an update.
I'm looking forward to all of that. Now to the parents of Ellen Greenberg, speaking about the latest twist in their daughter's mysterious death after a new report again ruled her 2011 stabbing death was a suicide. Juju Chang has been following this, and you sat down with the family again.
I did. We had an exclusive interview yesterday, and I know, Ginger, you're obsessed with this.
Yes,
a lot of
so many
people
are
just baffled by all of the details in the case, and that is why the new development is even more fascinating. What happened was that the Philadelphia medical examiner said that despite more than 20 admittedly unusual stab wounds and another 20 additional bruises that were reported, Ellen Greenberg's death is once again ruled a suicide. Ellen's mom told me the new report felt like a kick in the stomach. She and her husband Josh, of course, are vowing to keep fighting for answers.
The parents of Ellen Greenberg, the 27-year-old teacher whose stabbing death sparked a years-long search for answers, now speaking out after her death was once again ruled a suicide by a medical examiner.
I'm kind of speechless because I didn't expect it to turn out like this.
Josh and Sandy Greenberg say they still don't believe their daughter took her own life.
It's safe to say you don't accept the ruling of suicide.
No. Just from a very clinical view, nothing leans towards suicide.
According to police reports, Ellen's fiancé, Sam, found her dead in their apartment after returning from the gym in 2011, a knife sticking out of her chest.
My fiance's on the floor with blood everywhere.
Is this a house or apartment?
Oh, no. Oh, no.
He was never accused of foul play. The initial autopsy finding 20 stab wounds in the neck, back, head, and heart, with bruises all over her body. Her death originally ruled a homicide, but changed to suicide. Ellen's parents pushing authorities to re-examine the case for years. On Friday, following a court-ordered re-examination, the Philadelphia Medical Examiner's Office stated Greenberg would be capable of inflicting these injuries herself, noting that there was no sign of a struggle or an intruder and no defensive wounds. Chief Medical Examiner Dr. Lindsay Simon also noting that Greenberg was a young woman suffering from anxiety and was on a prescription medication, and that there was no trace of her fiancé's or anyone else's DNA on the knife. Ellen's parents outraged.
Who was she to know what was going on in my daughter's brain at the time?
The ME's office telling ABC News that they have no further comment. Ellen's parents determined to keep pushing.
I don't know what our future options are, but the one thing, we're not going away and we're not giving up.
We want to know the truth.
Now, bear in mind, the truth in the Greenberg scenario means that somebody got away with murder, and they say they want to change the cause of death so that a proper investigation can take place. We should note that Philadelphia officials declined comment for this, but as you know, Ginger, your running obsession now is this very serious docuseries on Hulu. It's really, really a great watch. It's called Death in Apartment 603, What Happened to Ellen Greenberg, and it's streaming now on Hulu and Hulu.
You can feel the pain of the parents who've just been going through this agonizing fight year after year.
Absolutely. They said to me that because of the fight, they haven't been able to properly grieve their daughter's death.
Well, thank you for the update, Juju. We appreciate it.
My pleasure.
We turn now to one of U.S. soccer's biggest stars and two-time World Cup champion, Kristen Press, making a major announcement. She sat down with our Rhiannon Alley to talk all about it. Rhiannon, tell us what she said.
Okay, it's a big one, you guys. So Kristen Press has had a lot of life changes over the last year. She adopted an adorable dog named Bob, announced her marriage to another soccer legend, and now announcing it's time to walk away from the pitch, surprising many people. She says she still loves the sport. She knows she could keep playing, but she wanted to retire on her own terms. Kristen Press is one of U.S. soccer's all-time greats.
It's in. Press for the header.
Winning 2 World Cups, 155 caps, and 64 goals. And at 36, she's still going strong, but she's living life on her own terms. You have some big news to share with the world.
I'm retiring from professional soccer, and I've decided that this is my last season and my last few games.
How hard is it to say those words out loud?
Very hard. I feel a mix of everything. There's relief, there's joy, there's excitement, there's fear, there's so much grief. I have so much grief. A part of me, a piece of me, I'm losing her.
3 years ago, the Angel City striker suffered a devastating knee injury.
It's heartbreaking for Press.
Working furiously just to play again.
Scores!
Press returned to the pitch just last year, so her decision to hang up her cleats for good might surprise many.
I thought I would wait until I didn't want to play anymore, but I realized that time's never going to come. And I can play, and my body can keep going. And I think it was really important for me to make this decision for myself before that became a different reality.
The Los Angeles native will play her final Angel City home game this Sunday, not far from where it all began.
My dad was a college football player. He had 3 girls. And so this is how he connected to us. And I think because of that, it became so important to my mom to have that connection between my dad and I.
You've had so many big moments throughout your career. Is there one moment that sticks out?
Yes, there is.
In 2018, Press's mother, Stacy, became gravely ill with brain cancer. The soccer star didn't want to leave her mother's side, but her mom insisted she rejoin the U.S. team. Press ended up scoring a game-winning goal against Spain.
But the U.S. have the lead.
My dad was upstairs watching the game on his iPad, and he ran downstairs to my mom to show her the goal. And my dad told me that my mom took his hand and she smiled, and she actually passed away that night. And I think in some ways it gave her a little peace.
One person who has been by her side through thick and thin is another U.S. soccer legend, former teammate Tobin Heath, the longtime couple announcing earlier this year that they were married.
There was a time where a lot was off limits, and Tobin and I's approach was wanting to keep our relationship sacred and out of the public eye. We actually have been married long before this year. And, my manager, my family was just as surprised as you were. But everyone knew that I was in a committed relationship.
The two have a sports media business and do a podcast together, The Recap Show.
I'm sorry, Tobin doesn't know Julian Baker. Please fix this immediately. Who's Julian Baker? No idea.
It's authentic because it is just the same conversations we often are having here at the house.
Heath retired from her own illustrious career just this past July. Your wife retired this year as well.
Mm-hmm.
How much did her decision and watching her go through her emotional goodbye factor into your decision?
She would absolutely hate me saying this, but a lot. I think it is time for my family to move on to our next chapter. We're going to be a part of this game forever, but it's time for it to look different for us. And I feel really lucky that I get to leave this game with a family, a dog, a wife, a house in the city that I grew up in that I love. And that feels like a really soft landing.
And I asked her about her legacy in the sport, and she said when she first started playing professionally, she was just thankful to be there. She didn't care what she was paid. But through the years, she worked hard to help negotiate fair collective bargaining agreements for other players, for all the players, and she hopes that she is remembered for bringing inclusivity, diversity, and equality to the sport. So she's hoping that she'll be remembered not just for her play on the field, but the things she did off the field as well.
Thank you.
Lasting impact.
Thank you for the update.
Thank you.
All right, coming up, we've got Deals and Steals Fall Festival style with seasonal clothing, accessories, all starting under $10. Got my Deals and Steals dance on.
Yeah, that's right. All right, guys, back now with Deals and Steals. It's day 3 of our fall festival, and Tori Johnson is here with all these amazing clothing and accessories.
All right, let's do it. Our viewers tell me that these Democracy jeans are a game changer. Okay. And the reason is the fit technology that's built into the front that holds and molds. Okay. So it's really
like
all
fit
exactly the fit technology, exactly.
Ooh,
so
stretchy.
smooths in the right places, strategically placed pockets for a little booty lift, the perfect amount of stretch. We've got a big variety of styles as well as cuts from Missy to plus, petite to tall. You guys, I know you love them, especially when they're 50% off.
Nice. Like that.
All right, we are introducing Ginger to what I think is going to be your new favorite bags or rain gear from Rains. Sam Champion told me it is his absolute favorite brand when he is out in the elements.
Well, he's been holding on to that because every time I can't bring my backpack out in the storm but I got all the stuff I have to go back and forth and back and forth.
Exactly.
So now I wouldn't have to.
Now we're gonna like hook you up with a weatherproof bag, rainproof, and also these puffer coats right here. These are waterproof winter puffer coats. So it's gonna keep you dry as well as warm. And then we have their lightweight rain jackets, which are fabulous. Every single option is unisex. Anybody can wear these, look great, feel great, and be protected.
I love it.
All 50 to 66% off from Rain, so the prices and that deal, fabulous.
These colors too.
Our boss, Simone, it tells me that these are her absolute favorite leggings from Love and Fit. It's a good endorsement, right? So a couple reasons. I think personally she likes them because it has 2 pockets and she always has 2 cell phones. So she's covered with that. But then also it's this grip technology that's in the waistband, and this ensures that no matter your activity, these stay right in place, right where you want them. They're not going to slip and roll down. They're going to
in yoga, it's always rolling down.
Rolling, exactly. When you've got these, they're not going to roll. Plus, it's a non-see-through fabric, so you can wear them with confidence.
Yes.
Yeah. Also, UPF 30 sun protection built in. All 50% off. We've got 3 different lengths and a variety of colors.
Okay. This is all about shaping again.
Okay. Shapewear. So this is Yummy, one of their signature products. First, like I would say for all of the things, it's about a hug, not a squeeze, like not too tight.
Yeah.
So this is one of their signature tanks. It's a 6-in-1 where you can wear it round neck, V-neck. I like you just nod along.
Hey, this is like when my wife takes me shopping, I'm like, everything looks terrific.
But then it's got this mesh on the inside that allows you to have even smoother, just a smoother fit. So sort of just like this mannequin here, like clothing glides on. Everything just like looks better when you've got this one on. But we've got a big variety from them depending on your needs. It's all slash and half, starts at $10.
Definitely like
really
the 50% off.
Yes, we do. All right, for you guys, for everybody, OS First socks. These are socks with benefits. So from pain relief to socks with benefits, pain relief to performance. Whether you are running or wandering, these like thin airs are my favorite, but those Wicked Comforts are really good. All slash and half starts at $9.
Excellent.
And then finally, just feel this. That's all you need to do. Yep.
Hello Mellow. We've got two different options, a cape style and a cardigan style. So whether you're trying to just stay a little cozy, warm when traveling, these got you covered.
Throw it on, Ginger.
Throw it on.
There it is.
We got you covered.
Yeah, so that's good for indoors. We'll get you a rain jacket for outdoors, all 50% off.
Oh my
We're taking
gosh.
care of. Fall is here.
I love it.
Yes,
This
now
is
we're
amazing.
happy.
Right on the face, too.
There you go.
Thanks, Tori. We partner with these companies on these great products. You can get them at GMAdeals.com. And on the screen, you can see that QR code. Just take a look right there. And Tori, she's going to be back with more great deals tomorrow. Coming up, Dancing with the Stars Mirror Ball winner Joey Graziadei breaks down the night in the ballroom.
Back now, and Dancing with the Stars, the emotions were running high last night with dedication night in the ballroom. Season 33 Mirror Ball winner and host of the Dancing with the Stars official podcast, Joey Graziadei is here, joining us from Los Angeles, breaking down last night's performances. Joey, so glad to be with you. Let's talk about last night because everybody knows the tissue were out and everybody was kind of tearing up. But it started, well, the big stuff with Robert Irwin and just the dedication to his mother. What did you think about that dance?
Oh, it was so special. Thank you for having me, guys. But yeah, I think everyone felt the emotion last night, especially in this one. There was just something different about the raw emotion in this dance and how much it meant to Robert. Truly special, and I think everyone saw it from home, and anyone in the ballroom felt it too.
And you know, dedication night, it's such a special moment for all of the dancers. So talk to us, what was going through their head during this entire night?
I feel like dedication's different because, as you do on the show, you try to find this way to tap into real emotion, but there's something about dedicating the dance to someone that you care so much about that I know the pros appreciate a lot, how the celebrities have this ability to tap into this real raw emotion for them to truly feel in these dances, and it resonates with people. When they watch it at home, you can really feel it, and I think that's so important when it comes to these real important dances that they're trying to put out every single week.
And speaking of that raw emotion, can we talk about Dylan Efron for a moment? Surprising a lot of fans, getting the highest score of all the contestants. Did you see that one coming?
I'll be honest, I didn't. Dylan's been working his way up that leaderboard, but that was a big one for him last night. I think the Contemporary gave him that ability to really feel something, as we say, with this emotion, but also be loose, be free, be having that fun with Danielle. And it was a great dance for those two, and I was happy to see him at the top of the leaderboard.
And a genuine part of seeing him with his sister, too, was so beautiful.
Oh my gosh, unreal.
Joey, so 50 million votes came in, the most for an episode history in the history of Dancing with the Stars. Everybody had to be excited enough about that, but then nobody goes home. What was the feeling like in the ballroom?
I think there was honestly relief, to tell you the truth. There's something about dedication night that you want everyone to have that ability to enjoy that night and not worry about going home. It would have been tough to send anyone home last night. It's been a super competitive season in general, so I think the energy was just relief, and people were excited to be able to go into next week and look forward to Wicked Night and have that next performance come up.
Now, you're also hosting the first ever show podcast. Congratulations to that. Is that giving you some new insight into the competition?
It's different. It's this ability to kind of look at the show from an outside perspective. I love that I can connect because I know what it was like to be on the show, but I also get this new form of appreciation for being able to have this, unique perspective to talk about it. And I just love the show and what it's given to me. So now I get to share that with other people and hopefully bring in new viewers and just talk about what the amazing things that come out of every week. It's been special, and I'm so grateful to have this opportunity to talk more about the show and share it with other people.
And we're gonna put you on the spot a little bit here. As the reigning champion, do you have your eye on anybody specifically as the next Mirror Ball winner? What do you think?
I think it's unfair to get someone right now. We have so many amazing people left. You obviously talked about some of them today with Danny and Dylan. You have Robert and Whitney at the top. I think Whitney and Mark have been incredible. Jordan and Ezra get better every week. Yeah. Alex and Val have been an unbelievable surprise too. I think it's too hard right now to pick someone. I just think we're gonna have to take a look at every week because the leaderboard keeps changing. But it's an amazing show this season with all these cast members, and I think people just need to tune in to figure out who their favorites are.
Thank you so much. Joey, I couldn't agree more, and don't sleep on Jordan's performance if you haven't seen that. It was beautiful with your dad.
Oh, yeah. I know, it's truly
next week,
special.
Joey, so grateful you're here. I want to tell everybody that next week things are going to get even more magical in the ballroom with a celebration of Wicked. Dancing with the Stars airs Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern on ABC and Disney+. It streams the next day on Hulu, and you can listen to more from Joey on the Dancing with the Stars official podcast, which drops tomorrow. We'll be right back.
Bye, bye, bye.